always a good sign when you see the rental market bouncing back. And it was just so strange before we had falling house prices and falling rents at the same time. Normally, if most markets prior to that, in my time, you'd see that if house prices were going down, rents would sneak up a little bit because people weren't buying; they were renting. Whereas before the election in 2019 and even after the election, the rents were coming down quite quick. And it's always hard to educate a landlord when they've been receiving $500 a week for their home and they've got their payments and everything structured around that, and the tenant moves out, and then we have to advise them that when we re-advertise this property for rent, you probably won't get 500. You're probably more likely to get 460 or 470 a week. It's quite a bit of pill to swallow. But as long as you educate the landlords to the ways of the market, and if you can give them as much information as to why that the market is the way it is, they generally get it. And realistically, it's smarter to meet the market with rentals than it is to wait, because when it's falling, if you sit there empty for 4 weeks, you are down $2,000 income. Whereas if you just take $20 a week off the value of the rent and get it leased, then you've actually only lost $1,000 for over a 12-month period. So it's actually better to meet the market, and it's those simple maths that you just have to continue to push and advise your landlords of how that really works. Luckily for them and for us, that the sales, the capital values are on the rise, and sales are improving, and at the same time, I think the rental market's probably turned a little bit as well. We're starting to get, I think we leased 7 properties this week, and all of those were, fairly competitive rents. So I think that there is definitely a feeling that the rental market is starting to get a lot stronger now. I think there's more investors coming into the market at the moment. There's a lot more people comfortable with buying an investment property than there were before the election. There was basically no investors in the marketplace. The way the banks were lending was so abysmal that the investors were just staying away. They just weren't even bothering to buy anything. And but there's definitely, at the open homes now, we're seeing 1 to 2 investors at the open homes where before there was none, and that's always a good sign.